Hey, welcome back. And in this match, I'm going to be taking on the USF playstyle. Now, I realize I've made about 2 videos with Wehrmacht. I didn't want people thinking I was gonna, complain about USF being underpowered and not put my money where my mouth is. I do end up winning this match. This guy's top 300 level, so he's a pretty decent player. Checked his 4v4 rank. It was pretty much in the top 100s. He's a DAK main, so he knows exactly what he's doing. So immediately I'm going to go ahead and take these Pathfinders and cap the Muni and cap the fuel. I could have done it alternatively manpower and fuel. But this one I was thinking, hey, let's get a little bit of a warning sign up if DAK's approaching me. Also with DAK, you want to cut off that fuel as much as possible. DAK needs fuel. Just like USF. USF needs fuel, riflemen, and Muni, so... You're constantly suffering as a USF player. First rifleman squad out. I'm going to go ahead and cap this manpower point over here. Need the manpower immediately right away. And in a second, you're going to see me retreat the Pathfinders and cap the fuel. And the reason why I do that is I want the Pathfinders capping speed at all times. And I want the riflemen in an aggressive format at all times. So I'm going to go ahead and run back. If DAK takes it, no big deal. I've already capped it. It buys me plenty of time. Second squad of riflemen out in the field. And for this one, I got the feeling that the DAK player was going to rifleman blob. At the end of the match, I figure out he made five, count them, DAK Pgren squads. And I had to make 4 rifleman squads to counter and hold on to my, teeth the entire fucking time. So, first point capped, keeping the riflemen close together to have that 2-to-1 advantage. I'm going to go ahead and take the Muni point. Again, Muni point in the middle, giving me a sign. Hey, he could be nearby. DAK gives me a clue. He capped the star. He wants to bleed me, and look at those ticks go down very quickly. So he wants to VP bleed me out of the game. I'm going to decap. He's going to see that, and then I'm going to rotate the rifleman because eventually the point will lose sight of the rifleman. Here's the Pathfinders that retreated back to base, capping the fuel. And again, when I'm playing the game, I'm all over the place. I'm way faster with my thought process, but explaining it, I have to slow it down because even I get shocked how my brain's moving. So rifleman over here, they're going to go ahead and engage the DAK. When you engage DAK with rifleman, close that range, man, because you will lose the fight if you are not in the DAK's face at all times. The DAK, it's a joke amongst us. Apparently they have bolt-action KR-98 shotgun rifles because they can almost out-DPS the rifleman. Look at that. It's neck and neck almost. But the riflemen have a slight advantage. So I see this additional DAK player coming up, and I'm just trying to keep bleeding him. My rifleman, my third squad, I routed over here. So they're going to back these my low rifleman up. I'm going to get in that DAK's rifleman's face, keep bleeding him. And right here, Rock is going to be a perfect example of, hey, this is how close it can get. I'm going to retreat this rifleman over here. I have an engagement as well. I am stalling time to ensure that this cap from the path scouts are going good. Retreating the rifleman, very low health, risky on my part. You have to get in the DAK space. This rock was actually preventing me from getting max damage in the DAK. I know, crazy, right? Fucking 5 semi-automatic rifles, 1 Thompson 45 caliber submachine gun, but apparently it shoots fucking tampons, right? And DAK's gonna back off. I did lose the fight over here, but no big deal. And take this building because the Pathfinders with the 3 models will get into the top window, and you'll get a height advantage, and you're gonna win the fight no matter what against his Pioneer squad. So look at that high ground advantage. It's getting him really good. Range is perfect. Yeah, I don't have the BP, but it doesn't matter. I'm bleeding him. Get the cap over here, I win the fight against the DAK. Denying DAK fuel is a victory, no matter what. Taking these riflemen, I'm going to keep being aggressive. His low health squad told me he hasn't tech medics yet, and he's hurting for the manpower bleed. And this is why you want to get medics when possible, because look at that. I'm going to win the fight easily. Doesn't matter, you Axis mains that are going, this is not fair. His squad was half health versus my full health squad, and he still gets a model on me. So, you know what, that's more than fair. That's what you get for low health squads. I see his Pioneer, he's not paying attention. So I'm going to play my advantage. I can tell my opponent can't keep track of multiple engagements at one time. If you have an opponent like that, play it to your advantage. Always keep a lookout on the top bar and know where you were situated last to see if you're fine. Check for possible nades, right? But at the same time, keep pressure on him. If he can't win multiple fights, you can overload him like a fucking computer with too many windows. And he's not paying attention. These German pioneers on danger. Oh, we should really fall back right now. 2-to-1 rifleman advantage, and boom, wipe. 3-to-1 fight, but 2 riflemen on 1 target. pressing him. There's the MG. Don't stress, I'm behind green cover, can't suppress me. So if you're wondering why the glorious Axis MG is not wrecking my shit right now, it's because I'm behind green cover, Dunkov. So fuck you. Again, that's for the Axis mains. Eat my dick. Eat my fat dick. Because I'm going to keep fucking with you nerds. You guys control the co servers. You've been controlling this game. It's time for somebody to tell you you guys fucking suck. And there's the mini rant. But Axis. Okay, so he has made 5 squads. I made 4 riflemen. I didn't go 5th because the captain. I go for the infantry company. And the reason why I do that is I'm going to select armored battle group. A lot of Axis players complain it's overpowered. Absolutely not. The Sherman costs about 640 manpower, and a Panther can easily beat it. I've also seen Panzer III is able to kill the Sherman. But yeah, Allies overpowered. I haven't tech medics yet. The reason why is I need to go ahead and get a mortar pool up as soon as possible. The reason being is if he gets an 8 rat out, I will lose the game, and it will be GG. I have not tech nades because he went infantry spam. So with riflemen, it's very finicky. If you make one wrong move in your tech up selection, let's say I went 3 riflemen, tech to captain, instead of having 4, I would have lost this match because his 5 to my 3 units and weak captain wouldn't have won. And at the same time, I'm capping the entire map. I decapped his manpower. Always attack the DAK manpower bleed and keep focused on the points. And just, you know, keep that aggression going. With USF, you can't stop. You have to constantly harass, bleed, and just stay on it. Yeah, I lost the fuel over here, but I'm getting his extra fuel, the +10. There's a little up sign right here that can tell you. I call it up fuel, right? Because you're getting more. What's up, dog? What's up, fuel? Yeah, dog. I'm getting in his face. Stay in DAK's face. If you're medium range versus the DAK Pgrens, you're going to lose every time, and you're going to go home embarrassed. Here's the MG, out of position, keeping the aggression. I'm going to break off this rifleman from the group, separate the little mini blob, and I'm going to get behind this green cover because he won't be able to suppress me. MG34s are good, but not as good as 42s. And I'm going to hold out. At the same time, I'm repositioning the rifleman to get out of his cone of fire, that little bit of range, boom, and these rifles are low, I'm not happy with it. Back them off. Medical's over here, he keeps giving me clues that he's hurting and he's trying to do the scummy forward reinforcement tactic that has been nerfed with the latest patch. It takes longer for units to come out. And I said, fuck you and your medical. I'm going to go ahead and harass that manpower point again. Enjoy reinforcing with no manpower, my biznitch. And, yeah, I'm being a little bit stealth with these Pathfinders. They're very weak. I retreat them. I don't feel comfortable, you know, going over here and engaging anything. Riflemen did their job. Got the fuel. MG hit me. And, I'm sorry, manpower. I decapped it again. I did what I want. Now I'm forcing him to heal up again, recap that point, and buying more time. And look at my map control. I have so much fucking map control, it's not even funny. And that's what you want to do with these infantry builds, man. You gotta keep them separated where it counts to harass, and then when you know he's blobbing against you, you're gonna have to have a 2-to-1 ratio, so it gets very finicky. Luckily for him, he made me some sandbags, so I'm going to use that as a cover in case he ever engages me. And that's the only disbenefit of sandbags, right? He made 2, gives me enough cover to hide behind for my 6 models. Riflemen are low. I haven't tech medics yet. That's because I need a Greyhound. Again, it sucks when you play USF. If this DAK would have went 8 rad at any point, he could have bled me and harassed me. The Greyhound is great against the 8 rad. It's not great against martyrs. It's decent. The Greyhound misses a lot, but this is a deterrent in case the 8 rad pops. But he never did go light armor. He went full infantry, spamming ham. And there's my damage on the medical. Look at that 8 rad missing. Just fucking piece of shit at times, but hey, better than nothing, right? Allied vehicles are some of the shittiest in the game. If that was a Stug, that would have been a dead medical. And I would have shotgunned him in the face. Riflemen are capping. There's the MG. Take your Greyhounds and attack crew weapons. MGs especially, because you're going to do massive amount of damage. In this example, I don't get lucky. But look at that little chip. But if it was stationary right here, I would have murdered that fucking thing. So now DAK's realizing I have fucked him over. Look at all this fuel I'm getting. It's all connected, getting about plus 48. And this is going to help me later on because I'm going to get upgrades. Here's the MG suppressing me. I was trying to get the cap. MG34 is not as good as a 42, but it's still good. And I was hoping that I could not get pinned and take the point. I'm not going to get it. Riflemen are going to touch the tip, stay in cover. And here's the Pgrens. go ahead. You can go ahead and take a snare. I know he has snares teched, but it's only one squad. It's only going to do 1/4 damage. And I know he doesn't have any light vehicles out to counter this. So go ahead and take the damage because he made an AT gun. And look at that. I am pushing him. There's the Beretta 30 models that he was going for. So he didn't go Versatility spam, but he did go the infantry bonuses with the Beretta 30 models. And I can respect that in a way. But fucking 5 Pgrens, man. If I would have messed up any time, would have been GG. So I'm going to get that 8-rat back in there. I'm sorry, not 8-rat. Fucking Greyhound. Back in the fight. Rifleman stay behind cover. He's in yellow cover. So this is going to go burr. But keep it at range. Here's his 250. He fucks up. I'm going to snare that shit. Boom! Finally get a good shot with the Greyhound. Now, oh, and a wipe! Totally forgot about this wipe, honestly. Got the wipe. So Greyhound finally comes in clutch. Axis mains, but that's overpowered. This fucking thing has missed 30 times and only hit twice. So I hardly think that's overpowered. The Greyhound finally shines. So I'm being a little bit stagnant. I won that fight. Keeping the pressure up. So now, instead of 5 Pgrens, he's down to 4. And that's really where it hurts with the DAK players. You hit them in the manpower, they're fucked. You hit them in the fuel, they're double fucked. And the riflemen are getting bars. I'm starting to get an advantage now. With these bars, the riflemen can hold their own in a 1v1 fight, and they're good at medium range instead of just close range. Here's the pack gun out of place. So with that one pack gun, you don't have to fucking sit there and keep going at it, right? I kept the Greyhound away from the pack gun, so now I've wasted his purchase, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe it, which is costing him manpower. Here's the reinforcements. He's trying to forward reinforce. Again, a lot of that scummy fucking meta where you stay on the field at all times, right? And you would just constantly reinforce. Well, a lot of DAK players have been trying to hold on to that for dear life, and it's gone. Now, when the game first came out, DAK was one of the most overpowered factions. I believe it had a average player 80% win ratio. I think for the pros it was, you know, close to 90. But DAK has taken a couple of nerfs. I never even saw that Beretta Light 30 model. That was bugged in the game. I would have taken that with the Pathfinders. RIP. So look at that again. I've been harassing his fuel. I've been keeping the engagements in my flavor, however you want to say it. And I'm showing you how to make riflemen work. Because riflemen have a rough fucking time. If I was not, you know, humping him in his fucking face with these engagements, like you see me get right on top of him, the rifleman will lose every fucking time, and it is embarrassing. But if this DAK player would have just kept his fucking distance, you know, in the medium range, he would have been A-okay. But he wanted to run up on me, yeah! I apologize. I had a father who sang in the household, so that trait has picked up on me. He would sing every day when he would make me breakfast, and now I do it to my family too. Here's the MG34. Only one squad gets pinned. Back off, man. Keep buying time on these points. Yeah, he pinned me, but keep harassing him. Fuck with him, man. You know, just like that bully in high school, you gotta fuck with him. No, I don't condone bullying. I'm making a joke. So, where somebody takes offense to it. It's just a fucking joke. We live in a society that can't make jokes. He's trying to go ahead and get that muni. Fuck that shit. Get on that point. Harass him. I've got bars. My nuts are bigger than his. Get in there, baby. He throws a nade, waste it, and it's all mine. Go ahead and get that Greyhound in there. Don't stress about the snare. Engineers are nearby. American engineers suck ass, but if the vehicle's health is not that low, they are A-okay. But if that Greyhound ever hit, you know, half health, it's out of the action for a good while. Now I see his MG. I'm going to go ahead and flank with the rifleman. It's time to get aggressive with these boys. And again, look at that. All that fuel's connected. So that's going to give me more flexibility to eventually tech up into... I've already teched up into this, and eventually tech up into survival training. Now, I did see one of the commenters go, hey, I don't really understand why you go survival training. And I mean it as respectfully as possible. Please don't take it like I'm picking on you or anything. I don't want to do that to somebody who's, you know, respectfully talking to me. The reason why I go it is because these DAKs can actually, you know, really bleed riflemen, and you really need that health. Oh, there's the pack gun caught off guard again. I'm going to go ahead and steal that eventually. I really fucked with them. I threw a nade just to make sure, you know, it stays mine. It's my fucking shit. You know, my pack gun. I take a double snare. I almost fucked up with this Greyhound. But I'm going to pedal to the metal. I'm like, go, boy, go! You got to get the fuck out of here, my guy. Pack gun's going to have to reset up for some reason. It's a bug in the game. I'm throwing a nade. You know, fuck you, nade. Get off my shit. Get out of my lawn, homie. This is mine. I'm going to eventually take it. I see these Pathfinders low. Get behind the green cover. I'm stalling for time. I know his medical can pick up the gun. So I'm trying to make sure nobody gets it. It's only going to be mine for right now. But in this engagement, nobody's getting it. And again, eventually when I take up to this survival training, you'll see why, because riflemen are very fragile. But with the plus 10 model for each health, that's plus 60 in, hypothetical terms. And there's the fucking medical destroyed. He, again, never repaired it because he was constantly trying to get me off the points. And it cost him one fucking nade and a little bit of burst in the rifles. And it's gone. This pack gun's stolen. This gun means that I don't have to tech a tank depot, because now I have 2 pack guns in case he ever pumps out a Panzer III. And there we go, I'm producing it now. Again, the reason why I like it is your riflemen become more squishy. Less squishy and more hardier in the field. So with that, I know it's expensive and it makes no sense. It almost costs a tank, and both of these upgrades literally cost a fucking easy 8. But you need your riflemen to hold on. They're your main line, and you're going to have to work with them no matter what. Here's the bars, kicking ass, taking names. And there's the nade. If you think bars are overpowered, they're fucking not. They're not. You are paying 60 munis to get the second bar, which is the cost of 2 mines, basically. And you're paying 40 fucking fuel. That is a Greyhound. And 150 manpower. So this is how you make them work, baby. So double packs, I'm feeling confident. I'm flexing my nuts on this map right now. He is getting control, but that's fine. Look at it. I still have majority control. I still cut off the fuel. I'm having a little bit of fun in the sun. Greyhound's kicking ass, taking names. I'm making this work. Don't rely on it. Just don't even expect it to do good for you, and you'll like the Greyhound. If you expect it to work, it's going to disappoint you. And I have a full health Greyhound. I'm going to go ahead and charge him. Don't worry about the snare. He doesn't have any light vehicles. Stole his pack gun, so fuck you. Get off my point. Boom, misses it. Go point blank with it, and you'll see how much damage it does. And I get a good damage roll. Now, get off my point, homie. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking nerd. Back to the co-forms, I say. Tell them all that USF is overpowered. Do it, little bitch. There's the Greyhound kicking ass. I don't care about your snare. I'll wipe you. Riflemen are going to focus. They get suppressed, unfortunately, by the MG, but I have another backup squad. Also, check the mini-map, because there's tons of engagements going on, hard to keep track of. I say, fuck that shit, that squad's not getting away. Focusing, 50 cals burring. I go for the kill, man. It's now or never. I risk it for the biscuit, and I get it. Now check out this damage to the MG crew. That's where the Greyhound shines, baby. On that fucking crew serve weapon, babe. It is getting knocked out. And look at it go burr. That's where the Greyhound shines. Not the infantry engagements, the crew serve weapons. And Greyhound is punching holes in it like a fucking lotto ticket. So, boom, I got the DAK fuel control again. And I see a snippet. I didn't catch it the first time in the game. There's a Flak 38 cannon. Okay. Greyhound's going to get the fuck out of there. A Flak 38 cannon for my Greyhound. I am flattered. Now, the DAK player made that because he realizes I'm going to have Shermans out or Easy 8. And I keep seeing people say Easy 8 OP. No, the Panther is way more powerful than the Easy 8. The Panther can kill the Easy 8 in a one-on-one fight every fucking time. And on top of that, the Panther is cheaper than the Easy 8. Crazy, right? But Easy 8s were literally designed to kill Panthers. If I've gotten that right. So, look at this map control again. I get a little bit suppressed. Captain's going to keep harassing. All these points are mine, holding it down. And I'm almost at command point 7. And this is why the armored battle group shines. My infantry kick ass, and I'm going to have a pretty fucking kick-ass tank that is great at wiping infantry, but it's not really good on a tank-on-tank fight. And there's a Flak 38 shooting me through the mountain. You gotta love it, Relic. I understand why you made AT guns shoot through mountains, because you shittily designed your fucking map. And we have to have the AT guns work, because the light vehicle meta was killing infantry gameplay. But damn, does that logic not exist? That Flak 38 shot went through solid fucking rock, trees, everything you could think of. It probably went through the fucking Earth's core by the time I hit my vehicle, and it's gone. So, look at that. Map control. If I'm going on too much, just check that mini-map. You're going to see all these lovely engagements going on. Staying under cover, high ground advantage. I didn't even know about that high ground advantage. I'll remember that in the future. But this is how you play Rifleman. Guys, you got to stay aggressive. You can't back off. You got to get in their face. You got to kick them in the nuts. Don't ever let them get back up. Kick them in the nuts while they're down. And he's going to run away. Because this captain has a bar and an MG34 that he dropped. For some fucking reason, he forgot about these units. I don't know why he left them over here. He should have kept them over here. because these guys are really healthy, but I don't know why. It wasn't doing anything to me. Oh, okay. No, I see it now. For some reason, it was connecting the fuel. Okay. I know what you're thinking. I'm confused too. In Code 2, the VPs would block fuel, but apparently in this game, you just need a connection. So 2 riflemen chase them away. Riflemen overpowered! Nah, bitch. I just played them to my advantage. You fucking loser. And that's not for any of you guys. That's for the Axis mains that are crying about riflemen. For me to make the riflemen work, I had to survive 20 minutes into the game, get upgrades that cost a shit ton of manpower, and fucking fuel. Literally cost a tank. And you gotta make them work. So DAK said he wants to spam rifles. I said, fuck you, I'm gonna spam rifles. But if DAK would have went mechanized support, he would have beaten me easily. He makes a... That's the motor truck for the Flak 38, but it can reinforce units on the field. Here's the blob coming out of base. Riflemen are going to stick together, 2v1 ratio. They're fully healthy, vetted up. They're looking good, feeling good. They're squared away soldiers, my guy. And 2 riflemen over here. So, not blobbing, keeping my units nice and separated like the way it should be. And if you've noticed, I'm putting a shit ton of mines down. If you control the map, take any extra muni and apply mines to that. Because whenever he comes over with his expensive infantry units, and he loves to taps them, he's going to have a little bit of a birthday surprise for sticking his foot in my shit. Here's the Panic AT squad. He wants more help. There's the mine. Look at that pathing. And this is why you want to put it on the anticipated path. These 2 vehicles tell me he might end up here. And he was so close. And I killed a vehicle because riflemen with bars go burr, and they're kicking ass taking names. So I'm going to take these engineers. I'm going to stall the VP grab. MG over here. Riflemen are going to stay there. I'm going to go take these guys and flank around. I'm stalling. EZ8's going to back up. Here's the EZ8 being OP to Axis players, but the reason why I did that much damage is because I pop heat, which is an ability that costs 45 munitions and kills infantry, but EZ8 OP, shut the fuck up. Rifleman staying here, I'm going to let him take damage. The survival training's coming in handy, because now I can flank around the MG. He couldn't afford to reset. Flak 36 being aggressive, he's doing a good play with it, but this late into the game, with only 1 MG in support and infantry off field, it's a dumb choice. Look how fucking healthy this thing is, though, my guy. Yeah, I'm going to be burning this down for a hot minute. EZ8's on standby, can't be aggressive with it. Flak 36 can outturn the EZ8, has a faster traverse speed than the EZ8 can move. He's panic recruiting non-stop. Finally, the riflemen kill it. Fucking 2 vetted up riflemen finally kill this thing point blank. That crew must be eating iron every day. Hans is so healthy. Now I'm going to focus this medical because fuck your emergency recrew. EZ8's going to burr on in there. Riflemen are about to be unsuppressed. And la voila. In your fucking face. And medical truck's down. I'm debating whether taking this gun or killing it. I say fuck it. I want more EZ8s in the field. I'm going to kill it and deny him 360 manpower, 40 fuel. Now, that's pretty fucking crazy. For 40 fuel, you can take on multiple tanks. But, again, apparently DAK is not good. Play this gun smart. This gun can cover from here all the way to here, or over here, because of this, attack ground feature. So, it's a good gun. And I'm going to be a dickhead, put more mines down along the anticipated path. EZ8's killing the gun. At this time, I had no idea that he was backcapping me. And he backcaps me. But because I was so focused on this, even though he was capping me, getting the star game back, I kill his anti-tank gun. He has no more anti-tank. I wipe his MG. I steal his MG. So now, if he would have kept playing, I was going to put it right here. I was going to keep 2 squads over here. And I was just going to constantly harass his base over here. Or, what I could have done with the MG is literally put it right outside his base. And once I know that he's bottlenecked in, keep multiple squads here, and assure him that constantly float around until I get my other EZ8. And I was only 20 manpower off from my second EZ8. And that's how you use the EZ8. It says anti-tank, a Panzer III, vetted up, can go toe-to-toe with the EZ8, even with the HVAP rounds, because the HVAP guarantee penetration. They don't guarantee damage. If you think that the EZ8 was overpowered, any Axis mains that wander their way in here, I popped HVAP, high explosive rounds. That's an ability, 45 munitions. That's why it's good. I also paid 640 fucking manpower to get this tank out, and you're forced to get this engineer squad with it. But that's what I did. Now, quickly, let's go ahead and check the map. He did love tap my mines. I put a mine right here. He hit it. Put a mine somewhere around here, I believe, and he hit it. But look at the positioning. it'll tell you, hey, vehicles coming through here, vehicles coming through here. You know, don't put a mine somewhere where he's never gonna find it. Like maybe over here, right? I doubt a vehicle's gonna come through there. Focus on the middle point with your mines. And that's what I did. I put it along the traffic paths, the roads. Here. You know, he might might one day pressure this point. Definitely right here because I got a detonation. And again right here because most likely his infantry will come through this point, tap it, and run along it. And that's how you get him. But I mean, other than that, guys, it was a good fight with my opponent. You know, he was top 300. Yeah, pretty experienced, and again in 4v4 in the top 100. So this guy is a DAK main. He knows what he's doing, and he just he got unlucky with the draw in that instance. He went for infantry spam. I've been running into a lot of infantry spam, so I was already on guard for it. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna go 4 riflemen, 1 captain. The captain is a pretty shitty unit. It's not that great. Because if you take a look at the health rate, rifleman 640 after the upgrade. So without the upgrade, it'd be in the fucking 500s with the health. Excuse me. With the captain, 420. So it's great to have as a backup unit, right? But don't treat it like it's gonna win any fights. Just keep it there as a little bit of a deterrent. Also, what you want to do with the captain is go mark vehicle. It's a one-time ability, but it's good enough. Yeah, some people like off-map mortar barrage. That will constantly be called in. But yeah. And that's pretty much what I did. So in hindsight, again, just be aggressive with those riflemen. Keep pushing. And I decided to take USF for a spin because I felt like I was making too many Wehrmacht videos. If I keep making Wehrmacht videos going, they're overpowered, and not showing people how to play USF, then egg on my face, I'm going to look like a Wehrmacht main. But you know what? GG to this guy. You know, he fought hard, kept me on my toes, but came out on top. And again, you know, not the best player in the world, so this guy will most likely, beat me in the future. So I got to stay on top of it. But you guys have a good day. GG.